Good morning, chickadoes and chickadees. Today is Tuesday, October 27th, and this is your lesson video. So we're still working with the sense of argumentation and against that scholarly exchange of ideas. It's being that open-minded yet opinionated representative of your ideas, of communicating those perspectives, those rationales, those reasons, those examples. And again, we're using a very structured order to make sure we're not leaving out anything and making sure that our idea flows from one idea to the next. So, y'all listened, y'all watched to the TED Talk yesterday about what grades really mean from a high school student's perspective. So hopefully you're able to connect with that. And I thought it was a great conversation to have, especially in such a timely matter where grades are so important, but then also not important at the same time, or it's the major stressor in your lives, but doesn't also have to be. And we need to learn how to work with it and just what it really means. So we're dealing with a sense of argumentation, and we're practicing the structure of, okay, an introduction has background information, to lead my audience into it. And then my thesis is my position, the point I'm going to try to argue that this is what we should be doing, that this is allowable, that this is what teachers and parents and adults can learn from children. This is the one idea. We need to learn how to be clearer in our delivery of our thesis statements. So for those of you who submitted your responses from last week, go back and look at the comments. I made comments about what are some areas that you're lacking in. If you want to revise it, improve it, you definitely can do that. Come jump in the Zoom call with me so we can talk about it. Okay. But I'm really looking for some strong, clear thesis statements, the point that you're taking, the position you're taking in whatever argumentative prompt that I'm giving you. Then when it comes to the body paragraph, these are going to be lengthy, guys. They're going to be 3/4 of a page long because it's that discussion, it's that analysis, it's that commentary. So your first off is your topic sentence, which is the reason. So if you're going to take this position that, yes, we should do this, your first sentence should be a very clear and precise reason why we should be taking that side, siding along with you. Then you go into that discussion of evidence and analysis. Give me an example of when it happened. Remember, your four corners: personal life, pop culture, what's happening in the world right now, things that have happened in the past, and then, of course, things that you've seen in literature, in readings, in short stories, in novels, plays, TV shows, movies. Okay? So I need several more sentences of describing the situation to me about what happened to you, what happened to your mom, what happened to your best friend. Don't have a best friend, make one up. We need very specific instances of what this looks like in real life. Okay, so not hypothetical, not situational, not just any kid in America or in the world. I need it to happen to one kid, one person. So spend several sentences on that example, illustrate to me what it looks like. And then that analysis is explaining how this idea, this reason proves why we should be siding with you, that why the position that you're taking on the stance or the situation is correct. And then you back it up with even more evidence, even more proof by providing a second situation, a second example, a second memory. So again, pull from your four corners. And then again, that conversation of how this also further proves your point. Then, as you finish up that paragraph, you're addressing the audience. You're addressing those who are your naysayers, those who would oppose you, go against you. What are they thinking? Acknowledge that an other side exists, that there are others out there who feel that. There are some who say that. Continue that conversation to acknowledge what they have to say and finish up with either how they are wrong in that mentality or how you are more so right. Or you could do both, which is, again, acknowledge the other side and deal with them. So the body paragraph is going to be long. That is the expectation because you have so much going on, but it's such a sophisticated, diverse, fluid conversation to prove why the position you're taking in the first place is the right one. And so I want you to start learning how to develop this beautiful paragraph with the Tolman style. Okay? Has that Tolman effect behind it. So introduction, background info, clear thesis, body paragraph, your reason, evidence explain, counter argument. Okay? Talk about what the other side's going to say, and then either shoot them down or prove you're more so right and why. Okay? So today's prompt in regards to grades in high school is this is going to be an interesting conversation. Should high school classes become pass fail courses? In college, in some classes, you'll have that option where it's either pass fail. It doesn't matter, you get a 70 overall or you get 100 overall. It's either you pass or you fail. And it has some cons and it has some pros. There's this sense of what is the quality of instruction and the quality of learning when that comes into play. If it's just a pass fail course because you just kind of do the bare minimum just to get by, you're not really pushed to do so much more and try to go for that A because it doesn't even exist. Or would it be, in a sense, positive because there is no stress there to get that A? As long as you do what you need to do, you're passing. That stress of is it a C or a D or a B or an A or a high A or a low A? No 83s, no 87s, no 89s. It's either you've done it or you didn't. There's that sense of simplicity that goes with it. So you're going to create an argument, partial argument, introduction, and one body paragraph Tolman style, and you're going to take a position of whether or not high school classes should become pass fail, and then your body paragraph is going to explain one reason of why you're taking that yes stance or that no stance. Okay, so I'm looking for a clear thesis statement, and I'm looking for your development of that Tolman paragraph. All right, jump on the Zoom call if you have any questions, but again, we're working with argumentation. We're looking at how to create a fluid, organized, complex, sophisticated argument and showing that sense of sophistication as we acknowledge the other side and just have a conversation about what our opposition may say. All right. I love you. Have a good day. Make good choices. And again, if you need anything, jump on the Zoom call.